What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
We're back. Kayla.
And Leah.
Alright, so pretty much we're going to start filming this segment that we're just going to call tea time for now. Who knows if we'll keep it, if we'll change it. Like, it's whatever. We're going to give our opinions about stuff. And yeah. So today we're just going to talk about mental health in general.
First, we'll just start by
saying, like,
naming what we've been diagnosed with personally. You can go first.
Okay, sure. But me first. So, alright. My mental health diagnosis pretty much was generalized anxiety disorder, major depression, and borderline personality disorder.
Mine, I can't watch your face because you make me laugh. This is a serious topic.
I know. Okay, so we should go ahead and disclose that, like, me and Leah have a bad habit of laughing at inappropriate times.
Yeah, and this is not a funny topic.
To, like,
so,
but it's more or less just, like, to compensate for if we feel awkward or uncomfortable.
Well, not even that. It's just especially when we're by ourselves.
Or,
it's
no, it doesn't matter if we're
around each other, we can't help it.
Yeah.
That shit just be
like,
stealing.
no lie, we could be at a motherfucking funeral and I'll look over at Leah.
That's it.
It's over. Like, there's just no, like, it sucks. So, yeah. We're not laughing at this topic, obviously, because we deal with this shit on a daily basis.
Absolutely not.
But, like, I feel like I laugh a lot anyway to cover up how I feel sometimes. So, it's just fucking, I don't know. I really don't know. Alright, now Leah can go ahead.
I was diagnosed with social anxiety disorder, but technically she told me it was more of a severe case, so you can take that however you want it. And then I have major depression. And that's all I know of as of right now. No, I'm right.
That's like, that was our current diagnosis from, like, November
of last year.
Of 2017.
Right.
So it's almost been a year since being diagnosed with that. So pretty much, I don't even know where to start. Like, I would say, like, out of the okay.
Today, Junior.
Okay, it's okay, everybody.
Clearly, I have a stuttering problem too.
Let's start at how you remember battling your first whatever. Like, what's your first, like, time in your life where you really were like, holy shit, like, I have a problem? Or do you have one of those in your mind? Because
I would say elementary school. Like, I've always had trouble, like, talking to people that I didn't know. Like, even in elementary school, like, if somebody would come up to me and try and talk to me, like, most of the time I wouldn't say, like, I wasn't the type of person to ignore them completely. Yeah. But I'd always be very short, like, I didn't really want to talk. Like, I stuck to my friends that I knew I was comfortable with. And that was pretty much it, you feel me? Like, even growing up, like, I never wanted to, like, my mom would try and make me, like, set up my own doctor's appointment. Or, like, even calling people on the phone. Like, I did not want to call people on the phone. I refused. Like, I literally, like, even at 18, no shit. Like, you can laugh at me if you want. I don't give a fuck. Even at, like, 18 and 19, I was like, Mom, like, do this shit for me. I don't want to fucking do it. And, like, now I'm a lot better with it, but only because I have to be, you know?
Once you reach a certain age, you're just
you have to do what you have to do, you feel me? So, like, not that it's any easier, but, I don't know, like, I've always been, like, there's really not, like, one specific time that I remember, I feel like. Like, I've always been an anxious kid. I've always not wanted to do things that scared me or that I was uncomfortable with, or, like, any kind of social... Like, when I'm nervous or when I talk about shit that I don't like talking about, like, my speech gets fucking, I can't help it.
That's a huge symptom of anxiety if you guys don't know that already.
Like, it's bad. Like I know it's bad. I realize it. We're just gonna roll with it, you feel me? So, any kind of social situation, I would always try and avoid, like, at all costs. Like, and just... But, I mean, I would say, like... I would probably say, like, late middle school, early high school is probably, like, when I started having panic attacks.
I mean, I remember growing up, I never really, like, I don't really know if this had anything to do with anxiety. I mean, because I know I grew up as, like, a homebody. I always wanted to be at home. That was, like, I'm still like that. I'm fucking 20 years old. I love being at home. I mean, like, yeah, I want to get out of the house sometimes, but, like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to spend the night at a friend's house or stay home, like, bitch, count me at the house. Like, I'm not trying to leave.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
Like, when it comes down to, like, my bed and, like, my routine and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? That just fucks with me.
But wait, I gotta say something right there.
Okay.
Like, what really sucks that I've been realizing lately is that, like, like, that's who I am too, and then, like, I have this other, like, dream side of me, I guess you could say, or, like, other, what am I trying to say? Like, this other half of me that is, like, super ambitious, but I just can't be that. You feel me? If that makes sense?
Mentally and physically can't and won't let you.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like there's part of me that I'm, like, one of my biggest fears, kind of, is I'm terrified to skydive, but, like, part of me here recently just wants to fucking do it. Like, I can't. So, like, I feel like there's this whole other, like, person that I could be.
That you can't do it.
That I just can't be because
right, for sure.
Fucking.
And that's the whole part of the disease. I remember being young and, like, you know, I had one really close friend growing up besides, like, cousins, because me and my cousins were always really tight. We'd always do sleepover shit like that. And that never really bothered me because it was family. Then again, you know, it's kind of the same thing. But I had a girlfriend growing up, and no shit, you guys, I could not spend the night at her house without being sick. Like, I would physically vomit all night because I wasn't at home because, you know what I'm saying? This is like 11 and 12 years old, and even getting into high school, I would still physically get sick at her house. It was fucking embarrassing. And at that time, I didn't know what it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I wanted to be home, but I didn't know that's what was making me sick.
Right.
Like, I was physically making myself sick, overthinking.
Oh, yeah,
it was horrible. So, I remember that, and then I also, when my mom and dad divorced, I remember my mom, they were on good terms in the beginning. Like, you know, she would let him come spend the night at my mom's house, and he would, like, watch us or whatever for the weekend, and she would go to, like, Rockingham with her girlfriends, or they'd go out to, like, do whatever with her girlfriends. And I remember, like, her one weekend she didn't tell me where she went, and I was sick all fucking weekend. I was, like, diarrhea on the toilet, like, crying myself to sleep because I didn't know where my mom was, and, like, I don't know, and that sounds so weird to me now. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck?
Yeah, but, like, that makes sense. Like, it's just, like, it's to the point, like, where we worry so much about shit we can't control.
Yeah.
That shit we're never gonna be able to change.
Absolutely.
Like, just inevitable shit, you feel me? And it's like a constant...
A never-ending cycle.
Yeah, it's like a constant... Like, you can't... Like, we can't just sit down and be like, oh, like, let's go do this. We gotta worry about, like,
who's gonna be there? What can we wear? What's the temperature gonna be like?
Like, how are we gonna fucking be hot?
Whose car are we gonna take? Are we gonna be comfortable in the car? Are we gonna be embarrassed getting out of the car? Like, shit like that, dude.
Like, it's literally, like, a mental process just to fucking go one place, whether it be 5 minutes
and like I said, we're early in mid-20s, and we still physically get sick over shit like this.
Oh, yeah. I remember, like, I'll never forget the day that I graduated college. And like, TMI, whatever, like, we all do it, who fucking cares? Like, I have a bad problem with, like, I call it the nervous shits, you feel me? Like, that's just, like, that's the word that I call it. But it's so bad. Like, I am certain that I literally was in the bathroom, like, a good 5 or 6 times before. Like, this is all at fucking 9 a.m. Like, this is literally, like, 9 a.m. in the morning. And I was, like, in the bathroom, in and out for forever. And right when I left my apartment, I fucking cried. Because, like, I still, like, it's just, that shit terrified me. Like, just thinking of having to walk across a stage with, like, thousands of people watching you, bro. Like, I'm telling you, when I walked across that stage, my eyes were set on the exit, and that was it.
And the diploma.
Like, I don't, yeah, like, my goal was, like, get that shit. Like, if I could have ran across the fucking stage and not been embarrassed, I would have ran across the stage. That shit was terrifying. Complete, like, in a way, like, I want to say traumatizing, but then I don't want to, like, I don't want to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, being raped is traumatizing. Like, I don't want to compare it to, like, that, but then, like, for me, like, that's traumatizing.
That's another topic that I'd love to bring up, because I feel like, especially with, I don't know if you can relate to this, but I'm just speaking for myself, but, like, when I feel like if I have a bad day, or, like, if I feel like shit and nobody really acknowledges it, like, my mom, like, people I feel like who should acknowledge it, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a mother, well, I mean, to be honest, my mom goes through a lot of shit. She just had, that's, like, her life, I don't know. She's had to take on a lot of shit in the past, like, 5 or 6 years, so, I understand that, but I feel like, as her being my mother, like, I feel like if I was a mom, which I'm not, so I can't speak on that, but I feel like there should be Yeah, Taylor Leah. There should be certain steps that you take as a mother to know if your child is okay. And yes, I'm 20 fucking years old. I should be able to handle myself.
Yeah.
But with a mental illness,
like, it's hard to know. Like, I don't know.
It's good to have people by your side, and I do have that 100. There's certain people that are by my side, but there's also people in my life who are not, which I feel like should be the #1 people there, bro. And I'm not, like, not even a front. My mom has done everything. Like, bitch, I owe her my life, and to the day I die, I will feel that way. I owe her everything, but
our mothers don't understand really at all.
It's not even an ask. It's not even, well, my mom, I don't know about yours. I feel like your mom definitely is about your stuff more than my mom is.
Like, I feel like my mom asks, but then, like, she won't bother to
really,
like, to really grasp it.
Right.
Like, she'll ask about it, but then she'll turn around and be like, you can't use that as an excuse.
Absolutely.
Like it's very contradicting.
Or, like, me and Kayla went, today to my mom's office, and, like, my mom works with this woman that's been, like, our family friend for a long time. And she wants to take me and Kayla out to eat. And, I was telling her, I was like, oh, do we have to go, like, to a restaurant, you know, like, because I can't fucking do restaurants, y'all. I've been on medication for a year, and it is still a fucking struggle. I know Kayla doesn't like them either.
Like, I'll do it.
Oh, my God.
But at the same time, like, I feel like I'm way better at acting than you are.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm
for
very,
sure.
like, I can... Like, I mean, dude, if I could be an actress, I'd be a fucking actress.
She's an actress.
An actress.
She's very more...
But it's like, I've had to do a lot more things. Like, I'm 5 years older than Leah, so I've had to do a lot more things in my life. I sound like I'm, like, 50. But, like, I've had to do a lot more things that I've been through, like, different situations. So it's like, I feel like, in my head, like, I just have to change my mindset to, like, I have to do it, kind of.
Absolutely.
Which is still hard, but it's, like, I do it. And I just put on a face, like, you know, have to do it. But, like, inside,
there's that part of me, and then there's also a part of me to where I'm like, yo, fuck you. I need to take care of me. And if I don't want to do this, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
But then you have,
but see, I do that too. But then, like, yeah, like, your family takes it the wrong way, and they're like, oh, you just don't want to do this, or you pick and choose what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Oh, I hate that. Like, you pick and choose what you want to do. Like, you can make yourself do this, but you can't make yourself do that. But it's like, it's not even like that. Like, sometimes things are so emotionally draining that you just, like, you have to say no.
Emotionally and physically, yeah.
Like, you just have to say no. I mean, I can kind of pinpoint, like, where depression started for me better than I can anxiety.
Me, for sure, yeah.
Like, I've always felt, like, a big thing with depression is that you feel, like, a very big sense of, like, worthlessness, or, like, that you're never gonna be good enough. And I feel like I've always felt like that, in a way. Like, even, like, growing up, like, I was always super smart. Like, I always had good grades. But at the same time, like, my mom kind of...
This is our
when I was in middle school, like, not the only best friend I've ever had, but, like, my main best friend from middle school through high school, she was always smarter than me. Like, always has been smarter than me. Still is fucking smarter than me. Like, I've just always had this idea that she's, like, a 10 times better person than me because of, like, she does everything right. She's got this amazing job right now. I don't. Like,
I see that part of it.
You know, she's doing shit in her life and I'm not.
Right.
But I've always had that sense of, like, you know, I'm not going to be good enough because my mom always compared me to her in school. Like, I vividly remember one time we had some test or whatever, and we were in the same class, and she got 100 and I got a 98. And instead of, like, I missed one fucking question, and instead of, like, you know, my mom being like, oh, like, you know, you're good, you got an A, like, that's what's up, like, good job, it was, well, you know, she got 100, like, why couldn't you get 100?
Right.
Why did you miss this one question? So it made me feel like even though I knew I did a good job and I was proud of myself, like I still felt like, okay, I can't be good enough because I can't get 100 on everything, or I can't get accepted into this college, like, I have to get at this college because, you know, the one better college I applied to denied me because I wasn't good enough. Like, you know, I've always had that, but, I mean, high school was good for me until, like, 10th grade, and my dad got diagnosed with liver cancer, and, like, you can even look, if you look at my transcripts, bro, it's literally, like, it's crazy. Like, it's literally, like, A, maybe 1B, And then 10th grade, there's like C's, D, and I think I failed one class my junior year. And like senior year, you know, like once you process it, it got better, but it was still like from that moment, it was just bad. Like,